Hello, people. How are we today? Friday, and we got the retain list. So we will talk a little bit about that with you all. Came a bit late than I thought. I was expecting it not to be out until Monday. But it's done. It's dusted. How are we all doing? Evening, Robert. Evening, Barry. Evening, Robert Nicol. Evening, Robert Bristol. How many Roberts are there in here? Jesus Christ. FWSCJL, it is sad to see buyers leave, but let's be fair, we kind of also knew it was going to happen. We all knew buyers was be leaving in this window at the end of the season. Yeah, I'm gutted, but at the same time, things need to come to an end. It's what it is. There's not a lot you can do about it. That's football, sadly. Football is the case, is it? Ian and Debbie, how are you, love? Hope you're well. Ian and Bunky, how you are, darling? How this been good for you? Tomorrow, exactly. It will. That's why it's been put on for everyone to see. That's why we're showing it all again. Mental health check-in, please. Make sure you're all good and make sure everyone's okay. I hope everyone is good. Ian in Brazil B, how are you, mate? Ian in Jazz. Ian in Punk Chef, don't forget to smash that like button and mental health check, please. In a free. Oh, mate, I hope that gets better, mate. I hope things get better with it. I know you're struggling in a minute. 10-8 for Arzone Eager and FWSC both doing well, which is good to see. I hope we can help you a little bit, DJ, and just make you feel a bit better and not feel too alone out there, because I know it's pretty interesting. It's been an interesting one today. It's been an interesting one with everything that's happened and how things go. I'm a 10 playing Among Us at the moment. Not happy with the list. There's nobody really unaffected on there. I'm not unhappy with the list, sorry. No one really unaffected on there. Say, put heart to attentions. Yeah, I was shocked about Cam, but I think we offered Wildsmith a deal. And I think when we offered Wildsmith a deal, he turned it down. So there's nothing that said they're not going to sign him, but it is what it is. Ian and Danny, Ian and Robert, that's good. Ian and Tom, I hope you do better, mate. I hope everything gets a little bit better. But the list have been interesting because I think we all saw the case of a Joe Byers. Joe Byers, as sad as it is, wasn't in... he just wasn't in the thoughts of being a Wednesday player next season. It's sad because he's been an excellent servant for us. He's been fantastic. I'll go far as saying superb. Take a drink. That's that one. It'll be good, but just seasonal. I think the weather up and down just affected me a bit. Fight on the 3 better than a 1. That's true, mate. How long should it take for place? There's probably Sam. It probably some players have already signed. Either some players have already signed and everything's agreed, or it's nearly, but damn it, all done. It's that whole thing. I think everyone will sign. I still think there's that whole situation with the Danny situation. What's my mental health number? I'm about a 8 at the minute. I'm doing good at the minute. I had a little bit of a wobble this week. My F&D wasn't very kind to me yesterday and Wednesday, and I kind of had a little bit of wobble and a big cry, and yeah, it kind of is what it is. Gets on you at times, it really does. 32 people watching, 10 likes, get the likes in, please. I much appreciate it. We've been busy this week. Not as busy as last week in terms of video, but we've been getting a fair chunk out. The interesting one that I keep finding interesting is the situation with Maguire. Now, I know everybody wants us to get Ugbo. I want us to get Ugbo well. I definitely want us to get Ugbo. But at the same time, I told you that you can always message me if you're not feeling great or anytime. I know, Danny, mate. Sometimes I get... It's hard. I will do an episode talking about my F&D. I think in one of today's videos, it may have been the Charles deal that I struggled. Wouldn't hurt getting Maguire as well as Ugbo. No, and I appreciate that, Danny, mate. I really do. It wouldn't hurt getting Maguire as well as Ugbo. No, I think it would be good. Bernard is higher priority than Maguire for me. That's a contract though, mate. That's nothing to do with right now because Maguire would need a fee. That's a transfer where Bernard is a contract where we're not having to negotiate a deal for price or anything. This is just negotiating with the player and his agent. And that's completely different. Maguire can come later down the line. For me, Bernard is the big one on that list. I was a little bit surprised that Iorfa got a contract. I won't lie. I was maybe seeing Iorfa not here next season. I just didn't think his injury record would have been great. But again, you could, with me saying that, Windath's injury record not been great kind of thing. But Ian Richard, how you doing, mate? I like Iorfa. Iorfa in the right system works. Now, a lot of people kept on asking about Wilkes. And I need to talk about Wilkes. Wilkes is an interesting one. Now, people were like, why isn't Wilkes on this list? Wilkes has got another year left on his contract at Wednesday. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the club try to move him on and try and get a sale for him. Or they're going to give him one last chance and then we're going to cut our losses. And then if it don't work, maybe say at January, we go, right, it's done. It all depends on what happens. You can't, the problem is you can turn around about binning him, but it still costs some money, our own Eagle. It will still cost them money to get rid of him. For us to kill the contract, it will cost them money. And that's the thing. We have to be very careful about what we do and how we go about it. Basic people watching 13 like, get those likes up, people. We have to be very careful. Maybe now, the off season, we could do a live properly chatting about your F&D, etc., and everyone can understand how much you struggle. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good shout, mate. I actually might do that. I'm so happy that Charles has signed. Yeah, Charles Pierce signing a new... Pierce Charles even signing a new deal. It's been fantastic. I think I was a bit worried he might not do it. So it's great to see. You meant sell. I get you. Do you think anyone won't sign? The only one that I'm still not 100% sure with is Bernard. I'm still not 100% sure with Bernard because everything seems like he's want to go higher than Wednesday kind of thing. That's the thing. Interestingly, though, Bernard had just tweeted the Great Escape FWSC 23-24. Now, I don't think that's a good buy. But, yeah, interesting. He just tweeted right now. It's a video of the season. Like I said, Bernard is the one that I don't see us... He's the only one out of the group who I think could be an issue. It all depends on how we can convince him. And again, we shouldn't need convincing him. It should be quite easy to convince him anyway. But here's the thing for me. He has said he wants to play at a higher level than us, kind of thing. And that's the thing for me. He's already stated he wants to go higher than us. And I get that. But him coming in for a year, we're seeing what happens. I believe Bernard is going. Can't think we give him one last go. I can't see us selling Wilkes. I can't see us. I think we'll give him one last go. I can't see us. Yeah, I agree. I'm good, thanks. Cheers, Richard. I'm okay. I'm not too bad myself. Been an interesting week. I don't know. Dawson, I think, may sign. But I think for his own career, it would be a good idea not to, if that makes sense. I think he needs a fresh start. But that puts us in a predicament when it comes to getting in when it comes to getting in keepers, could we going to need more than just Pierce Charles? Do you think Michael Smith will go out on loan? I think Michael Smith will possibly get sold. There's possibly Michael Smith might get sold. Maybe Bernard may have the trust in Danny to get us higher. That's the thing. The Bernard thing could be Danny goes, hey, we can get this done, and hopefully it'll happen. Daniel, I literally just seen Bernard's tweet on X about the Greater Gate. Basically, best thing. I think it says a lot about his off. It's weird timing to put that video up as you've just been told that we'd offer you a contract. Lisa Lee, he's going to Stoke by the looks of it, mate. It looks like Stoke had got him for $1 million plus. The Rotherham keeper, it looks like he's going all the way to Stoke, and they got in there quickly, which is very smart. Which is very, very smart indeed. Which is very, very smart indeed by them. And $1 million plus for him is a bargain. Absolute bargain. I think Cads will go on loan next season, maybe leave 1 League 2. I think that's a good progression for Cads. It'll do good him to go and get regular football week in, week out, and just play games instead of being a big part. He played a big part this season, but you don't know where he's gonna go. Hey, Barry, how you doing, mate? Hope you're well. But I'm in the thing with Bernard is I think we've offered him a contract because we want him to stay. If we can convince him, fantastic. But I just got a funny feeling someone like an Ipswich is gonna sign him. I just got that niggly feeling that an Ipswich will sign him on a good deal, and it'll be like, well, that's that then. You can't compete if they're going in. He worked with Kieran McKenna before. Got a lot of his old Man United youth teammates there anyway. 53 people watching, 17 likes. Get the likes up, please. I much appreciate it. So he's the one where he's the only one out of the lot that I can see not signing. And it'll be a shame because he's been a cracking centre-back for us. But the timing of that video that he just put out, it seems very well, not staged, but very well done, if that makes sense. Like, here's the thing. It can be really weird when I tell you this. Rotherham, and I know it's Rotherham, but Rotherham already starting. They got one player in, and they've got 2 players ready to go as well. So we need to be that kind of proactive this summer. Like, generally, we need to be that proactive this summer. I'm going to get kids sorted back shortly. One's asleep. Just need to get the other one. Okay. Ian and Mac, how you doing, mate? Yeah, it is what it is. We're going to miss that celebration. He'll get a club. He'll get a club easy. I can see, I'll be honest with you, I can see a Birmingham getting him. Someone like a Birmingham in League One. In League One, he's an absolute Rolls Royce. Anyone worth taking a point on other teams retaining? I haven't seen many people's retain list, to be fair, mate. There's not many out. I won't lie. There's not many retain lists that are out at the minute. Rotherham have been interested as well as Huddersfield. Huddersfield could actually get him as well. I think he's going to stay quite local. I think he's going to try and stay a bit local if he can. I think Blackpool, he impressed at Blackpool. He really did impress at Blackpool. And you got to remember the person who found him at Blackpool worked at Wednesday, so it wouldn't surprise me. Let's see. Wherever he goes, it'll be interesting. Make my day if McGuinness came here. McGuinness would be interesting, but he's on a long deal. Let's have a look. Retain lists championship. Let's see whose retain lists are out. So Preston's is out. So let's have a look at Preston's here. Preston's retain, like everyone's getting them all out because they go tomorrow. So let's have a look. Out of contract. Ben Woodburn, Greg Cunningham have been released. They got a lot of players in contract, actually. And they'd have to offer free to new deals. That Liam Miller I wouldn't mind seeing loaning in. Yeah, Woodburn been released. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. I missed the chat, sorry, mate. McNair been released by Borough, really? If Bernard leaves, then so may other centre-back we can go for. It's not the end of the world if he leaves. It's not. It says a lot about Deshaun himself. He's bigger than the club, maybe. The excellent Reece James to Stockport count. That's a very good move for him. That would be a great move for him. Woodburn be released. Yeah, I think Bambo might do well next season. And if we can keep hold of Iorfa, Whitway and Femo. I do think we need a Bernard because I don't rate Femo in this system. I came for a retain lift video and I got suckered into a live video. How are you, Punk? Are you happy with it? I'm happy with the retain lift video. There's a retain lift video, mate. There is a video of it. I'm okay with it. The only one that I'm a little bit about is I thought Bernard wasn't going to sign, but we'll see. The only one I was questioning was Cam Dawson. So if you want the entire of so far who have had their release, who had the release and who they haven't. So let's go through this then. Bristol City released Matty James, Andy Keane and Andy Verman. Got Twine and another player gone today. They're negotiating with Williams and Romeo. Dawson's the one that shocked me. Coventry released Liam Kelly, Simon Moore, Luther, Branton Thornton. Brinks have gone back. They're in negotiation with Callum O'Hare and Luke Bell. I would have loved to get Callum O'Hare. Not a cat in hell chance. Fantastic thing. I'm happy to see Neymar had an option. Yeah, I agree. I would get Rathbone from Rotherham and Twine. Got Twine in our thing would be interested. Huddersfield released Lowe, Rose, Diari, Manhu, Nakamura, Rowe, Odin, Bellingham, Helliwell, Shepherd, Ajowu, Master. They basically released a shit ton. Huddersfield has released so many. Preston, Brentford, and Greg Cunningham. Plymouth have released Callum Burton, Edcott and Halls. They lose a lot of places. They're in talk with Galloway and Davis. Back in for Rhodes, let's not. Blackpool FC won't pay wages. Bayer wage demands, it appears it's on good for. Interesting. Rhodes on a free transfer. Cafu, Hall, Peltier, Nat Ford. I'm ashamed for Nat. I know Nat. Sam Cruises, Morrison, Ferguson, Bologna, and Backett have been released by Rotherham. They've translated McCart and Kate Josh Cadoy. They're in talk with Lindsay. So, suddenly released Evan, Dak, Taylor, Diamond. Jack Diamond had been released. Interested, even though he had some of the court things that were going on. Jack Diamond has been released. Only 24. I could see him going back to Lincoln, actually. They're in negotiation with Mitchell, Cameron, Pearson, Jones, Bell, and Tom Lavery. Barnsley's done theirs as well. Cader, Cundy, Cole, and Kane and Jordan are all been released, and Williams have all been released. Which Devante Cole, I'm intrigued that they've released, and also Herbie Kane. If only, that's the problem. Bradley Dack can't stay fit. And that's the issue there. That is a big issue there for them. Some good players that have been released. Connor Wickham got released again. Bless him. Ben Hennigan got released again. I did not know Ben Hennigan got released. That's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. That could have sucked. 2 seasons in a row they get released. He'll find a club. He'll definitely find a club. So what am I hearing is Bradley the perfect fit for Wednesday. Did someone say? I did say Wickham. Our leader will hope be looking into Europe work permit. Maybe a hold. Yeah, that's the only problem. If we're looking in Europe, we have to do the work permit. Can't stand Harry Kane, his huge poor patch. Barnsley has let Cole, Kane and won't go. Keep playing. Barnsley seem like they're in a lot of trouble, to be fair. They look like they're in a lot of trouble with what they do next. They're just stuff that I've been told that things behind the scenes are not great. Like their club they own in... I'm not buffering, am I? Because apparently it said I had an issue. Let me know if I'm buffering, people, because YouTube said there's an issue with the stream. There shouldn't be. But here's the thing that with it, Barnsley's owners own a Belgian club, and I think they're about to bring in the administrators at the minute. That's not something you want to hear. It makes you wonder. Yeah, I didn't think it was. YouTube says things and it doesn't. Thank you. YouTube's a bit of a bugger for saying, oh, it's doing something. It's not. 49 people watching, 21 likes. But I am intrigued to see what happens. Now, remember here that I hope the contracts offered don't drag on until... I don't think they will. I think a lot of them, Daniel, will get done soon. Like, be done and dusted. Because you're getting a lot of players coming back from the holidays already. Very unlike goods from Belgium are no longer a football club. That's who they owned, I think. I generally think that... Who did Barnsley own? I think that's who they owned. Generally, I actually think that's who they owned. Kind of thing. I actually think that's who they owned. Copy. Give me a minute. Let me have a look. No, that's not what I want to do. Stupid thing. In and that, how you are, mate? I didn't know I could do that, love. How are you? This the football? Yes, I believe this is the football club. Yeah, this is the club they owned. So good evening, Punk. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. I'm good. I hope you got a beer, mate. As soon as we know what Roll is doing, we'll know what Windass is doing. A little bit of got 24, but at the same time, you got to remember here that Danny had got a contract till 2025. Whatever happens. So if somebody wants to get him, they have to pay 5 million or 10 million. I believe that was this week as well. I believe that was this week when we found out how much it was going to cost for both of them to go, if you wanted them, all of them. And that's really good business sense. I actually think that's really smart. It was it was last week. Sorry, it was last week when we heard it. It was really good business sense for that. Because Alex told us. And I still think that's the right thing. I really do. Surely the new Chor contracts had Danny input. Hopefully. It had a bit of Danny's input, but a lot of the under-21s. Not good news for Barnsley then. No. Defender, we must sort out the issue. Defenders, we must sort out that issue out. I think the thing you got is we're in a position where we need a lot of different positions. And this is the thing. There's lots of different positions we need in more than anything, kind of thing. Is Danny back? Danny is back. Yes. Danny is back in the UK. So he's back. He went to Dubai as well. It's like Bannon, Windass, Danny. They've all been to Dubai. I think Josh is coming back for a week or two and then going back out again. I think that's what Josh is doing, because I think he's going to America, he said. Also, here's an interesting fact, which is a bit interesting. The fact that Danny Rule is the 10th longest serving manager in the championship. Like, what the hell is that all about? That he is the 10th longest serving manager in the championship. That shows you how many managers have gone through this season, which is ridiculous. If you actually look at how many managers that teams have gone through this season, it's been insane. Most of them will be Sunderland and Birmingham. I wanted to also, on one of the players who were talked about with, we didn't know the contract situation, and it was basically Delgado. Now, we all thought it was a year with an option, and I don't think it was now. I think he only had a year deal. And Danny did make the point of saying that we'll never know what he was like in a press conference. He said that he didn't think he'll see him play. That is true, Barry. But that's the thing with me. He came in to do a job under Sicko, and then he got that injury and he never saw him. And I think whatever you think, that's the right decision. You have to turn around and go, right, you're done. We're not going to use you. We're not going to take that off you. We've not seen him. Good luck to him. Same with Backinson. Backinson came in, never really did a job. He felt like a bit player. And even under Darren Moore, who signed him, he never used him. Windass says they are his actual friends and not workmates, and he's never had that before. That is true. That is very true. He has said that. That documentary was very telling about Josh. And I liked it because we saw an insight to what Josh is like as a person. Now, I do have one worry. And that worry is if Southampton don't do well tonight, or if they get to the playoff final. That's a club that could quite easily pay the 10 million and get Danny. Now, I don't want to say that because I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to say anything because that might get changed. There might be a different one. Are you looking forward for the video tomorrow? What video tomorrow, Danny? I ain't got a video for tomorrow yet. Are you on about if anything breaks or if the Danny contract happens? Because that's the one I'm pretty much praying on goes on tomorrow. Danny's second favourite for the night. He is, but I don't think they're going to go in that direction, Mike. I actually don't think the Hill Miracle. Yes, it'll be nice to watch it again. It's been a while since I've watched it. I have watched it before on the thing, but I will be watching that. Yeah, but odds don't mean anything, mate. I am looking forward to watching that, to be fair. It should be good. In Dannington, odds don't mean anything. Odds change. Look at the odds that we have with some of our stuff. Like at one point, Paul Ince was 2-1 to get the Wednesday job. And he would never even considered. 61 people watching, 26 girls, likes up people. I much appreciate it. Everything does help. Hey up, Jordy, how you doing, mate? Congrats on surviving and championing. Don't forget to beat Sunderland. Oh, we won't forget to beat Sunderland next season. Don't you worry, mate. And good luck for the rest of the season, mate. Been an interesting one for you. I hope you carry on building. Southampton will go up. That bold. Do you think Leeds are going to bottle it again? Do you not think we're going to get Leeds of last night? Because as much as it hates me to say this, Leeds were very, very good, but I don't know if it was a very good Leeds team versus a very bad Norwich team. Paul Alford tops odds for us. He was. Danny is also second favourite at 3.15 at Kempton Park. I wish they should come out and sign the free deal. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to get it out of the way and done, and then we don't have that doubt kind of thing. West Brom versus Leeds. I hope with West Brom going up. West Brom would be a good shout, but in terms of like the manager merry-go-round, there is talk that if Southampton don't go up, that Martin might get the sack, and that's my only weird wish there. Can't see Leeds pulling back-to-back performances like that. You think they'll use it all? Odds only Leeds have more quality than Southampton, unfortunately. They do indeed. Only odd means something to put happening, then it's nothing to go by. True, can't see Leeds pulling back-to-back performance. Southampton win tonight. then win Leeds. Okay, I agree. Leeds have not beaten Southampton. Good point. I'm rooting for our black and white brothers, the Baggies. Fair enough. Yeah, who are you? What did everyone think of the playoffs so far? They've been interesting. Good luck to either Bolton or Oxford tomorrow as well. That'll be an interesting one. I'm pretty sure Mr. Fogden's managed to snag himself a ticket to go watch his beloved Bolton, even though he goes to other games when big games are on for Bolton. No, he's not good. No, they were terrible last night. Corbino, League, West Brom, I can see them going in for all. They have a new owner now. True. I can see it, but just because they've got new owner doesn't mean it's different there. The issue with that one, DJ, is that new owner might mean stuff, but if they haven't got the same thing behind the scenes, that's the other thing. And also, a lot of clubs are having to figure out what happened. What happened to... Oh, Norwich were just crap, Geordie. They were just absolute crap. They were knackered. They were absolutely knackered, and I don't know why. Not like our playoff game, that is bar the high, but won't be repeated again for a long time. I agree. Dean Ransom, one of the best youth coaches in business, left Wednesday because of lack of ambition. He did indeed. That nothing you can say about that. That's true. Part of me wants Oxford to go up and remind me about Plymouth Club. I think Plymouth have been a real pulse. That's a good shout, Yeet Beam. Good shout. Lee said, less said about the first leg, the better League were very good and Norwich were awful. Both can be true. True. Gray of League United was an excellent... Oh, he was so good. It's really, really good. I'd say he's only like 17 or 19. He's ridiculous. First legs weren't good. Second leg were better. I think Southampton to go to final. Somerville tempted me to sign him for Newcastle. He looked good. They're going to have a lot of players who may have to leave in the summer league, so it'll be interesting. I've been watching other YouTube commentator fan channels recently, and there's some very good ones out there, and it's been really good to watch and use them as idea, but also just to see things, which is always good to see how other people do it and how other fan bases react. And this is the thing, I have this thing where people have to remember, if you do not like yeet, if you do not like a transfer speculation, fan channels are not going to be your thing in the January, in the summer or the January window, because that is all there is to talk about is transfer speculation. There's nothing else really you can talk about. And I had it this week where we had to turn around a little bit and just go in the comment section, go, I do speculation. It's part of what a fan channel is. As ours, we want league getting promoted. True. That league goal, I forgot even. Mesere, I think that's how you say it. He was very good. He was very, very good. Pulled off some good save, but Norwich were just crap. No one seems to be talking about Ipswich having the squad lower value than Luton when they were. I think people have been. I think people have been talking about Ipswich, but everyone's been talking about Ipswich in the right way. Everyone's been noticing how they've done it because they looked at how they've done it and it's shown you can do it without spending millions. They didn't spend a lot of money in theory to get what they got in the position they're in. They've got a good academy. They've got a fantastic manager in Kieran McKenna. They should do really well. I think we do well with that and to try and follow it. Say we don't get Ugbo, Paveda, Beadle and Maguire. Where do we look? Who is good enough for the railway, mate? At the end of the day, just because we've not been linked with someone, just because we're not come out and they've been linked with someone in the media or it's not leaked out that we're linked with someone, doesn't mean we're not looking at people. The thing is, you've got to remember, Ugbo, as much as we don't want to say it, he was about fourth choice on the list of striker to come in. He wasn't first choice. We got turned down by a couple of choices before we got to him and he decided to come. Paveda was a last-minute one. Maguire's an interesting one, and I want to talk about that in a minute, so remind me. Maguire, I want to look at. There are players there. There's a lot of people from the under-19s in RB Leipzig who had just been released. Maybe he goes there. There's a lot of players he might work with in the English game who we could go have a look at. We should use summer to discuss other outlet questions. Wasn't it Pednick a high-scoring gravel player? Pednick. I remember Pednick. I did a whole video saying how he was going to be a really good player for when they're going to go on to great stuff. Is it August yet? Can't wait for the season. I'm looking forward. I'll tell you what I'm looking forward to doing. I love doing my shirt review. I love getting my shirt reviews done. And I like a new shirt because it means the start of the season for me. It's still in the MLS wonder if he's a target for us. No, he's not. Sturridge is not. I like to get things sorted out, get them settled in and know what they're... Yeah. Danny has said, and if he can, he wants all players in before pre-season. Now, pre-season starts end of June. Beginning of July, end of June is when pre-season starts, kind of thing. So that's what it... When you look at the form table last season, we're only 3 or 4 signings away. Oh, yeah. We turned 6 draws, into wins. We would have been near playoffs. 6 draws into wins. That's all it would have taken for us to get where we needed. Saying, can't wait for shirts, really want a black and yellow kit return. That would be nice. Nice to go old school on the kits. 52 people watching, 26 likes. Get those likes up, people. I much appreciate it. What are the high? They are quite high, a little bit, because we are interested still. And guess what? We didn't, like Blackburn Rovers, fuck him about. We didn't mess him about. And he needs reassurance, whoever he signed for. We were apparently looking at him on Tuesday or Wednesday morning when he played. He got 5 goals in 11 appearances so far, so that's a pretty decent start. Now, a lot of people have said they want one or the other. We have to keep an eye on the French League at the weekend, because if Troy to get relegated, you have to look at what they're going to be wanting for, say, Ugbo kind of thing. Because they've already lost a player to Lyon, who they paid 3 million for, and they sold him for 5.7 million, rising to 6.3. Now, if they do the same with Ugbo, he's got 2 years left, so he's not going to be cheap. And they will see how good he's done in England and go, we can add a couple of million to that price. We also don't know what the deals are or what the finances are. That hopefully they're decent. Because I don't think we've spent a lot over the last couple of 2 seasons on fees. The 2 biggest ones were Gassama and Masaba, with £1 million each, with 2 big sell-on fees. I believe Paul Valentin was something stupid like 200k to 500k. 49 people watching, 26 likes. Get those likes up, people. I would much appreciate it. Everything helps. But I'd like to see him join us. Honestly, I'd love to see the American lad join us. I actually think there's a good player there, but again, I thought Wilkes was decent, kind of thing. And you get him wrong. You do get him wrong. Paul Valentin has absolutely been a bargain. He's been fantastic. He's just improved and improved and improved. He's been so good for us. It's unbelievable how well he's done. How he's gone on to play and just get things sorted. And it's been interesting watching it. It's been interesting watching him get better and better, and that's the thing. The more he gets better, the better he looks, and I look forward to next season with him because he looked good. It's fine. But I'm looking forward to the summer. I want a busy window, but I want it done quickly. I want us to see the pre-season montages and how they're training and how they're doing so. We are speaking about it now. How we both we're talking about it now, mate. So if you want to say something, say it. Kind of thing. By the way, if you want to go to that 30 box, we have got a Talking Wednesday clip that he put up, and we are talking about the retaining list, what we thought might go and who would stay. Go give that a watch after this. It's really good. It's really good to see us both me, Jack, and James talk about it. Is it me or am I the one? Kit. That's another thing we need to talk about. We don't know if we got a kit sponsorship this season. We don't know who the kit makers are. We think it's Macron, but they've been told that is. No, Maguire. So Maguire. For me, I want to see him come in, but at the right price. He's 23. He will be very raw. He will be very, very raw to come in to the team. But you get the right service in, he looks good. He got a very Gary Hooper way of playing kind of thing. It'll be Chansiri. Yeah, it'll be Chansiri. Chansiri making him himself the thing. I want Puma kit back. Good shout. I would love Under Armour or Hummel. Maguire 2.83. To be fair, that's actually quite cheap when you look at it, especially if we might get quoted somewhat ridiculous for. No, Paul wasn't on loan. Paul we bought, mate. Paul Valentine we bought, Kieran. He wasn't alone. We bought him. Maguire 2.83. Yeah, I can see that. With a bigger picture of him front centre with flat cat, a cigarette, and his mouth smiling. That's funny. He definitely won't. Thing is, he come out and said about Blackburn, if he goes there, it's got to change. And he went like that. And I seen him get a lot of abuse from fans, Wednesday fans, saying they don't like that. They don't like the arrogance. I, on the other hand, go with the, oh, hang on a minute. No, I 100% agree with him. They've messed him about. You're going to have more. Hummel made some good kits. They have. Bahaka kits, yep. Looking forward to Steel City Derby next season. Al will be the team in the ascendancy of the Blades have financial woes and point to start next season. They do indeed. And the shirt, it says no income tax, no VAT, yeah. No, Kieran, we bought Paul. We bought Paul Valentine. He didn't cost much at all either. He was a steal. He is out of contract, but that he will be out of contract in December 2020, at the end of this year in December. Now, from what's been said, Orlando want to get a deal in place for cash, like they would do. They would love to have that. He is out of contract, but you could go get a pre-contract signed with him, and then him come at the end of January. But if you want him this summer, you go in and get him now, and then you might be able to do a deal with Orlando. Go, look, he's out in December. We could go get him then, and you could go, look, what about we offer him this and this and this kind of thing. Mallet Wilkes had a 3-year contract. Sib on XB. He had a 3-year contract with us. I remember saying it when he did it, when we signed him, and I think people didn't believe me. I mean, he's cheap as Orlando potentially needs to sell. Exactly. He got 1 more year left. So when we signed him, he did 3, got 1 more year left. Ideally, I would prefer Championship, but rid of teams like Leeds and Southampton, Parish, and give those teams an unfair advantage over the net. Yep, I agree. I think Wilkes should go on loan to Donny. There's a part of me that thinks Donny should do a bid. Kind of thing. I think Wilkes should go to Donny. Grant McCann has always got the best out of Mallet Wilkes. Always. And if there's a player, a man who knows how to get the best out of him, go there. Give us 300 to 500k for him and he's yours. Kind of thing. Even if we sell him, let him go. He'll tear League 2 up. Grant knows how to get the best of him. Kind of thing. I think Wilkes would if they had gone. I still think he might now, Danny. They have released a lot of players. I still think there's a possibility he still could. There could be a talk that we cut our losses. Hey, Danny, how you doing, mate? Too many Danny FWSD. I think there could be a case of that. How will Birmingham do in League One? I don't like their fans. I'll be honest with you. A lot of our fans were the same way, Yeetby. A lot of our fans were arrogant when we got into the in League One. A lot of teams go down from the Championship who haven't been there either before or haven't been there for years, and they forget how difficult that league is. Wilkes to Donny makes a lot of sense. It does, Jez. It's one that I completely think should happen to it. And I think you look at it and you go, okay, that makes a lot of sense. He worked with Grant. Grant have got the best out of him. They want to go for going up promoted next season. They don't want to do playoffs. Do you think Bernard will really sound? I hope he does, really goes. I'm not sure. 50-50. 50% of me says he does. 50% of me says he doesn't. I still think in the back of my head he's going elsewhere. The video he put up about him that he did 20 minutes into the stream looked like it was a highlight package. Smith is staying, but I could actually see Smith getting sold. Kind of thing. Have fun, Dannington. I can see Smith being sold. To who? I don't know. But I can see Smith being sold on and reusing that money. I'm saying, sure. Thing is, I think he's gone, but the part of me that thinks there's a Danny situation there that might be able to convince him to stay and go, look, I think the conversation will go like this. Look, you want to go higher, bigger and better. Look at the reaction you had last season. Look at what we could do next season with us. And then if he does go, we just go, okay, you're gone. Kind of thing. You literally go, you're gone. Now, I personally have seen a lot this week of fans going, oh, Chancery won't sanction this. Chancery can't pay this. He got no money, left, right and centre. No one has no clue what we got to spend. Even send Wilkes on loan with part ways would make sense. He won't get a 13 now. I don't think he will get a sniff at 13, but there is part of me that says it'll be a bit player. But for some reason, Danny still likes to use him. And he likes how he trains, but he's not really trained well enough, if that makes sense. 63 people watching, 28 likes. Get the likes up, people. I much appreciate it. Can't imagine a derby match without Smith or Patterson. I think, you know what? I am looking forward to a derby match with Patterson in. I think it could be so much fun. Talking that, there's a lot of people on the retain list say about Patterson should go. Some people don't see the value of Patterson, and I get that. And I get where people are coming from. But Patterson gives you something that some of the other players don't. He'll go to 110 when we need it. And he's good to come off the bench. There was a period between November, and December before he got that head injury, where with Pato and Cadamartri, they were doing all the pressing to get the ball back and no one else was. And I like that, and we miss that. We don't have that kind of person. Wilson never been good enough for Wednesday. He's never been fit enough. He's never been fit enough. That's the issue. Troy can't afford his wages, though. It's not the wages that's the issue, Joff H. It's more it'll be more it won't be the wages. It'll be how much they want to sell him on for. It'll be the price tag of the sale itself. If Bernard isn't convinced after the season that Danny is worth staying with, I have to question his judgment. I agree. I do agree. That is, we are biased, but I agree. His versatility will help Pato. Agree. Yeah, Joe Byatt going. It's sad, and he will go down in Wednesday folklore as a bit of a legend for the stuff he did for the club. And I think we said last season on the Talking Wednesday, I'm pretty sure we said Joe Byers needed a full season of being fit and playing every game to get a deal this season. And I'm pretty sure we said that because we were a bit worried about how many games he misses due to injury, then due to not playing. And the problem is, you look at some of the players we've given contract to, Windass, Iorfa, they fit the same model. And so it's hard for me to say that about Byers and not say it about the other two. Byers just doesn't fit a Danny Rule system. 64 people watching and 30 likes. Can we get that close to 60 likes? I would much appreciate it. Also, we are on the road to 4K subs. So if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I think we're 330 off 4K. If we can get to 4K before the start of the season, that'd be fantastic. Byers, not a legend, but a fan favourite. Like we do. I think anybody that was involved, Run Pump Man, in the playoff run and the playoff, that playoff final, the Hilper thing, will have a bit of a legendary status to it. There's a load of players who were part of the Hartlepool thing who are legends now. I think it gets put into that over years. Over the years, they will do. And I think there's a part of the fan base who will see Byers as a legend. I generally think there is a part of the fan base that do see him as a legend now. So it all depends. And I know he wasn't actually involved because he was injured, but more that he was involved in getting us there. He popped up with some important goals when we needed him. He was a very good midfielder. For whatever reason, it didn't work. No, I know he's not a legend, but people sometimes see that from those things. The teams that are part of those special moments sometimes get legendary status. That's what I'm saying. Byers League One at best. Yeah, I think that's why it's not worked. He's very good at League One. Again, I think someone like a Birmingham might take him. I'm not too sure about Blackpool. We've already been told Blackpool probably won't. Huddersfield is the club that I've heard the most interested in. And you know what? I actually think he'll probably go to Huddersfield. Rotherham possibly as well. And much as I don't want to say that, but I think, he could do really well in their midfield. He'll go somewhere local. Ian, how you doing? Glad to see Pato is still with us. Well done, Wednesday. Yep, I agree. My thing is I think wherever Bayer goes, it'll be local. I do not think he wants to leave the area of where he's living because the kids and missus are settled here. And that's the other thing. Remember when it comes to transfers. Transfers are all well and good as long as family are happy. If family are happy where they are, sometimes that dictates where your move goes. That sometimes dictates where your agent goes. You go to your agent, where can I go that's local? Funnily enough, if he goes to Mansfield, they're building a Wednesday playoff team. Yeah, that'd be funny, actually. And fair play to Gregory, by the way, going back to Mansfield. I like that. Bolton or Derby if they stay down. Bolton or Derby if they stay down. Well, Derby are up. Derby are already up, mate. And Bolton may go up tomorrow. Do we know what's going on at the training ground? They're just doing it up. So far, what I know is they're doing it up and they're getting some modular buildings in to extend some of the modular buildings we already have. Might go to Donny. I can't see him going to Donny. League 1, he's very good. League 2, he'd be stupidly good. Let him go to Toy Town and we'll have... Jimmy 1867, I hate to burst your bubble there. Their keeper is going to Stoke. Stoke have already put in 1 million for him. To be fair, the dome going back up is a good thing. It is an absolute good thing because we've missed that bloody dome. And much of people are taking the Michael out of it. We need that dome more than anyone else would actually say. That dome is very, very important to what we do because we've been playing on the pitch. We've been playing on hill pitch and we can't do that. We can't do that again. So that's the thing. So that's the thing for me. A lot of Deshaun's tweets to this thing is getting sign up Wednesday. It did look very much like, did he do one of these last season? I'm pretty sure Deshaun did one of these last season. He did like a thing as showing what was going on, what he did. He did a thank you last season to Man United, and then he signed. I'm sure he did one of these one of the seasons before. He did like a video reel. When Chandler talks about attempting a new modular building, he means he brought a big box of Lego. Nothing wrong with Lego. But I like it. Yeah, he brought a box of Lego and he's improved it. 59 people watching, 33 like. Can we get those likes up, please? I'd much appreciate it. It all does help. Been a busy week, and I can see it being a busier weekend if things go on. But I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what happens next. I want us to start hearing a bit more about what goes on with Chansiri and Danny. I hope there isn't a situation where it goes wrong. Let's just remember this now, though. Well, Danny has a year left on his contract. The only way I can see it is if he doesn't agree with something and he decides I'm going to walk. But German managers very rarely walk away from clubs. Like, generally, it's very rare that they go by a mutual consent or they walk away. It just doesn't happen very often. I love Cameron Brannigan from Oxford, but I think if they go up, he'll be wanting to stay part of that team and say, I helped get them up there. Yeah, I'm going to go and watch the West Brom versus Southampton game. We will talk again I might do one tomorrow. So it might do a chill stream. We'll see what happens. But thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your weekend. Look after yourselves. And make sure you hit that notification bell. Hit subscribe. Hit like. We're going to be busy this summer. There's going to be lots of content for you coming. More live streams. Members, there are more EAFC video coming and trucking. But thank you for watching. Have a good one. And I will see you in the next one of Puncture 41 does a video. And hopefully he signed a new contract. So see you.